Choice command going. Just a reminder, this is a donation deck list, so don't have any thoughts, feelings, or opinions on anything on here that are educated, so we're just not going to share them until we play a few games here. I mean, this ain't the dream, I don't know what is. Hardened Scales into Winding Constrictor into hopefully Spike Feeder. Need a land or two. And before anyone asks, when I say listen to music, I mean, I'm going to listen to music and you all don't get to hear my music. If you want to hear your music, you should do it in a legal way that doesn't involve me breaking the law by playing music over my Twitch stream for you. I like to honor my Twitch partner agreement and not steal from other people that make things. What am I looking at? 6. Opponent's doing reasonably honest things. This hand's gonna be good. They're doing some kind of fast combo. We might be in trouble. I would like the record to reflect that I hate everything about everything. We can actually combo them and like attack them with a 0 power guy, and then like after we attack them with a 0 power guy and then combo afterwards. We're very liberal when we play against Lantern on the stream. We don't sit and wallow. We usually just like concede early. Maybe we're lucky and they don't have a whir or a bridge. Maybe we're going to be really lucky and they don't have whir or bridge. The worst part about Lantern is these stupid extra windows that pop up. Dealer's choice opponent. This Nissa is pretty good. I think we're probably going to crack this fetch to try and draw something. Yeah, the Spike Feeder Archangel of Thune can kill with Noble Hierarch through a bridge. So there is music that I can legally stream and not break my Twitch agreement with, but it's just like not music that I normally listen to and that people would find annoying. Also, like, I can't tell you the number of like Twitch streams that I like turn on and like their music is just like rancid. So like I want to watch the deck they're playing, but like I don't want to listen to whatever shitty music they have on. So it's just like I turn their stream off. It's like even my cell phone can play Pandora and the Twitch app at the same time. So it's like, if I want to listen to music while I watch a stream, I'll put my own music on. Don't make me listen to your music. You don't have to worry about breaking the law. You don't have to force my crappy tasted music on everyone else. Like, I'm sure some of you out there would enjoy, like, the Paramore and the Fall Out Boy that plays over my headphones, but, like, I'm sure there's a subset of people as well that would just be like, Hoglands, listen to Haley Williams again, and I just want to tear my hair out. And it's like, all right, yeah, that's fair. Like, not everyone wants to listen to that. I wonder who's going to be. I really wonder who's going to be the first record label to sue a large Twitch streamer over using their music to make money. It's gonna be really interesting because it's only going to take one, right? It's going to take one to make a big deal out of it. No, Twitch doesn't police it at all. Twitch just takes a hands-off approach to say, well, we mute their videos after the fact. Basically, anyone whose video that you open that's muted, that means they broke their Twitch agreement because their video's muted. They didn't have rights to stream something that they streamed. Yeah, 4/4, it's so good. So if I pay 2 and move a counter from this to something else, it's going to give it 3 counters, right? Because this gives it an additional and this gives it an additional. So like next turn I can pay 4 to give something +6/+6. The beatdown in this deck is like really fucking real, huh? They worrying for a bridge here? Yep. They have Pithing Needle on top of their deck. So I think I'm supposed to attack with the bird. I think I'm supposed to attack with the bird. Yeah, because they're going to get to Pithing Needle my Spike Feeder. Yeah, so I get to attack with the bird here. And the bird's going to get exalted. And then I get to remove a counter to put counters onto here. And I do that twice to make this a 7-ball. So if they didn't have this Pithing Needle here, they'd be dead next turn to us pumping the Noble Hierarch in the same way. The beaten and the damned. He said, will you defeat them, ye demons, and all the non-believers, plans that they have made. One day, I'll leave you, a phantom. That name's Spike Feeder, right? I told you, you don't want to listen to my shitty music. I really hope so. I really hope it leads to Opal getting banned. I would love that. Alright, 6 turns, opponent. Need your Pyrite Spell Bomb. Oh, they just get to whir. No, they can't Academy runes for whir. I'm dumb. I was like, they get Academy runes for this is only artifacts. Artifacts. We're gonna bring in Memoricide for Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, they get to, they're gonna get to do this for the war, right? Yeah. Alright. Rip's probably not actually good enough. Dromoka's command doesn't really do anything. The never not took a. That's probably not good enough. I don't think Rip is good enough. Thalia's probably a little clunky too. I think I just want this discard and the Memoricide for their thing. Do I want to trim a Spike Feeder? Now the interaction around bridge is pretty good. No ways to take artifacts off the board really sucks. Lantern Control is going to make for such terrible TV at the PT. Much longer are we going? This league plus one more? Good long amount of while. I think the combo is good because we can combo on our 0 power guys. I don't think Thalia is good enough. Maybe Hardened Scales just isn't good enough. Just like too fair. Do that. One in. Let's try that. Because they're going to have to explain why people are conceding or how the game actually won. Seems okay. It's got a couple Thoughtseizes in it. Overgrown Tomb Bird, go. For people wondering how we were dead, them getting back their whir was going to allow them to get a Pyrite Spellbomb, which would allow them to kill my Noble Hierarch, which was my only way to continue dealing damage on that board. We weren't going to actually lose the game for, like, I don't know, 40 more turns, but, like, the game was over. We were not winning. No, games are over when people hate themselves. That's the way you take the stage by storm. Good and... Joke's on you, opponent. We can't kill artifacts. I mean, I needed Walking Ballista before they hit another Pithing Needle or another Whir, and I also had to... Yeah, we're just gonna go on with our lives. And I also had to, like, draw it through them having 2 or 3 controls over the top of our deck plus a shuffle. Like, sure, we weren't 0% to win, but as someone who values my time at more than pennies per hour, like, it's miserable sitting them watch me, like, hope to hit 3 Walking Ballistas in a row or 2 Walking Ballistas in a row into a third, into them shuffling my deck so I redraw that third. Like, that out is so small that it's just like, if I'm playing a tournament where, like, I have to wait for the next round to happen anyways, I might as well make them play it out. But, like, when I'm playing a Magic Online League where I can just queue into another match right away, it's, like, not worth my time to sit there and play to a fraction of a percent that I could win. It's not interesting for me as a player. It's probably not interesting for most people as viewers. Sure, I'm sure there's someone out there that's gonna like put their grubby little neckbeard paw up in the air and be like, I enjoy watching you try to draw out of the lantern game, Jeff. Don't concede. And it's like, sure, some people are masochistic, and I get it. You do you. I don't have fun there. I play Magic to have fun, so we concede when we're not having fun. Sorry, I need to not tap on my desk. That's one of the reasons I don't listen to music. I tend to tap on my desk. I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. We've had a lot of Hearthstone hands tonight. It's fine. I'm gonna bottom a land, I think. Yep, 100% of my videos get archived on my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/Jeff Hoagland. It's already published since we played it this morning. Yes, I agree. If I feel like I'm less than, I don't know, probably 10% is a good line. Just like we just move on with our lives. That's fine. I didn't want to play Magic this game. That's cool. I didn't need that green source. It's cool. Ding. Cards are done. Lucky. Fire tonight. Break away. Away from everybody. Break. Have it. Didn't have it. Have it again. The Scavenging Ooze should actually be pretty good here, right? They're pseudo graveyard based deck. They secret 2 Flamewake Phoenixes. That's really gross. I mean, there's a bunch of cards in Magic that just like instantly cause non-games. It's just like a feature, especially in Modern. Like, Modern's a format full of people bashing decks that cause non-games into each other. Well, I mean, the paths are good. Am I supposed to path both their shitters here? I think so, actually. I think I'm supposed to, like, upkeep double path them. Probably draw step double path them, so they can draw basics. Probably doesn't matter. If I hadn't drawn the second path, I don't think I would do this. But because I drew the second path, I can prevent them from flipping these Flamewake Phoenixes back into play, so I think this is reasonable. I think if I didn't draw the second path, I probably would have gone Scavenging Ooze, eat a Flamewake Phoenix, maybe? Probably. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to some physical tournaments this year. Weather permitting, I'm going to be at a CG Indianapolis later next month. And I think I'm definitely going to the Team Open in Cincinnati with Matt later in March. Hopefully we draw a green source here. Goblin Lore, discard Hollowed One, Gurmag Angler. God bless. Goblin Lore and Burning Inquiry for when Modern isn't literally gambling enough. Do you enjoy Magic the Gathering? Do you like gambling? Let me tell you about a Modern deck that I have for you. I guess I'm gonna wait on this, right? I can just pass the turn. I want to leave up at least one, because I don't want them to go, like, Gurmag and to get both these Phoenixes back. I want to shut down at least one of them, I think. But, like, if they, like, floop a Bloodghast into the bin here, and, like, possibly get that back out, that's really unfortunate for me. I guess I could have played around that by playing Bird out first, but that seems narrow. Seems narrow. So let's kill this Phoenix. Go up to 15. Eat this. How long in advance do you plan your tournament appearances? Usually a reasonable ways out. Like, a functional adult with commitments outside of card games. So, like, if I'm gonna make plans, I, like, talk to my wife about it and, like, figure out what weekends we have stuff going on. MCR, Parabor, 3 Days Grace, ATL, best streamer confirmed. God on Forgotten Glory. Thanks for the bits, bud. I appreciate it. Actually, this is a band that this is kind of like the what's the word for the hipster band. I think Blue October is probably the band my wife and I listened to a bunch. That was one of her favorites in college. Went to a bunch of their concerts. Hey, Looney Bob. Hey, welcome back, bud. Thanks for re-upping your $24.99 a month subscription. I appreciate that. I know I'm playing with Matt. We don't have our third yet. Hey, Bob, make sure you message me and let me know. I'm giving $24.99 a month subs a free donation deck list every month now, so let me know what you want me to play. Send me a DM on Discord or whatnot. Oh, Goblin Lore. Nah, I think I'd rather just like get my dorks into play. If they want to burn a bolt on a Winding Constrictor, they can burn a bolt on a Winding Constrictor. That's pretty good. Pretty good. This puts 2 counters and everything, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Alright, 6 you. Your move, Yugi boy. What you got, opponent? What you doing? What you doing? What you got? What you got? What you got? Every time I see this Hollowed One Burning Inquiry deck, we actually have a Hollowed One in the donation queue that I'm curious to get to, because every time we play against this deck, it just looks like the biggest pile of garbage. They either like floop out 2 Hollowed Ones by turn 2 and like run you over, or they're more commonly their deck just like doesn't do anything. It really just feels like so much of the time it's just like, well, yep, that was cute, I guess. Yes. What if I told you to not do that, opponent? What if I said, God, I hate the interface on this, so I want to put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control fights. So I'm going to put counters on here, and then I want this to fight this. Dead. Nice deck. Nice deck, opponent. What if I just attacked you for lethal? Good fiery temper. Good talk. Good talk. Good talk. I mean, like, yeah, the opponent's deck, like, takes the variance in Modern and just, like, turns it up to 12, right? Just, like, between Burning Inquiry and Goblin Lore, just, like, everything else they're doing. Uh-oh, am I not going to get to sideboard? Oh, nope, there we go. It's like, oh no, is it time for Bodo's Dirt Nap? So Path seems good. Rest in Peace is great. Fatal Push is probably fine as well. Their deck's kind of aggressive. What do I want to trim? So Ascendancy was okay there, but I think it might actually be kind of anemic. Nissa's okay, I guess. What do I actually want to trim here? Is it Nissa or is it Hardened Scales? My gut says probably Hardened Scales. It like doesn't make an impact on its own. Nissa at least makes speed bumps. I think this is fine. What I want to do with my life. Not my decklist shredder. Most of our ones tap for mana anyways, so I feel like if all my ones tap for mana anyways, Memoricide's probably a little bit easier to cast than the 5 mana with Convoke. We've not played 5-color shadow yet. That's going to be the league after this one. Does it keep? Does it keep? This is probably a mulligan, right? Mulligan. It's much better. I'm gonna bottom that and just look for more lands, I think. Hey, Droopline. I might be investing in a modern deck soon. Before that, I'm investing in the Church of the Karn Father. 9-month resubscription, 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. I really appreciate that. Remember that if you're thinking about buying into a modern deck, you should wait till after the Pro Tour. The ban list update post Pro Tour posts on February 12th. So if you're going to be dumping money into a modern deck, you should wait until after that. Alright, hopefully this is all I have this turn. For fuck's sake. Don't hollowed one me, bro. Don't do it. Have a heart. Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. Ding, fries are done. Pretty sure there's a basic lanes in my deck. This is Ripperoonie for our opponent. I could have my quarter life crisis motorcycle instead and it'll end up being cheaper. Ain't that the truth? Motorcycle will be cheaper than playing Magic. No, you can cast it for free. That's why the Hollowed One deck is good. You can flip that crap into play nice and quick. Did a Hollowed One this turn? Another Burning Inquiry. God, that card's so annoying. You're gonna like die to this stupid thing because we've discarded all of our relevant cards. I think I'd rather play that for X's 2 next turn, right? Which I Godless Shrine with this. Hopefully we don't die this turn. No, that still counts as being discarded, just doesn't go to the graveyard. Hopefully we don't just get like 6'd out of with their reach here. It's a decent hit. Is there a difference between 5 and 6 in this matchup? I don't think there is. I don't think I want to burn the counters off of this to kill this. I think I'm just going to take this hit for 1. If it was a difference between 6 and 7, I think I'd burn the counters off of this. But because I'm already dead to 2 Fiery Tempers anyways, I think I'm supposed to just take that hit. Alright, we're going to double block this turn. Gain a little bit of health and put this game away. You have a 4/4 opponent. Never let her self forget. Day that I promised. Activate this, put a 1 counter on everything. This is going to go ahead and crack for 4 with lifelink, which is going to trigger itself to put a 1/1 counter on everything. Put us to 8. This says whenever we gain a health, we put a 1/1 counter on every creature we control. That should lock the game up, I think. Especially because the Ballista's up to a 4/4 now. The bird to speed bump with as well. Block here. Take one. Kill him on the backswing next turn. That it? Are we dead? Are we done here? I suppose they could have a terminate here or something like that. I think they play those cards. Nope, just dead. Alright, sweet. 1-on-1 with our Abzan counters deck. Welcome to everyone that's hanging out here tonight. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer playing some modern Magic the Gathering. If you're new and enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps the people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch. That's the absolute best way you can support my Magic content here. It helps support myself financially directly so I can spend more time producing content like this and less time doing other things for work. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you get 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags. They really do it all. And finally, SpareDeck.com, they offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck, and you can rent a deck for them for a weekend or up to an entire month. At any rate, we're heading back on down into our third match here with our kind of beat-downy Winding Constrictor Walking Ballista deck that also has the Spike Feeder Archangel of Thune Infinite combo wrapped up inside of it. We're 1-1 now. I'm going for about 5 hours this afternoon. If you didn't catch all of today's stream, we played a couple of different decks before this. We played a Jeskai Ascendancy Gifts combo deck, and we played a Bant Nightfall deck. You can check out my YouTube channel after the fact later tonight, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland for all of those videos. And lots of others. Nissa's probably a keep. It's probably a keep. Put a mulligan. Oh, sweet. It won more games than I was expecting. When we cashed the league. Put a mulligan to 5 and scry bottom. Don't show me a Tron land. Don't show me a Tron land. Don't show me a Tron land. Dredge? Probably some kind of shadow deck. I think the fact that it exposed you to graveyard hate made it a little bit worse than the Ascendancy deck we've been playing. No, they're in the other room. I posted a picture of them. I posted them on stream last night when we were playing the Ascendancy deck, though. So if you look up that archive on YouTube, you'll see them there. Five-color Shadow plays the Blood Crypt. Is my bird dead? Not my bird! Poor bird. Joke's on you, opponent. My hand's got 6 more lands in it. 5 more lands. Alright. Dr. PZ. Dr. Dre says, Nothing, you idiot. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. They have some cantrips and more removal here. This Pyromancer could run away with the game. Very powerful card when goes unchecked. Every time they play an instant or sorcery, they generate a 1/1 red elemental creature token. I suppose I can just play this Gavony Township and start cranking that up. Alternatively, if they don't kill anything, I can just play Nissa and start cranking out some tokens and then start Gavoning the following turn. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. This line gets kind of punished by counter magic and removal, but I don't have a lot of resources right now. I tapped the Noble Hierarch to cast the Nissa rather than playing a basic because I want to fetch a shock land tap with this Windswept Heath. I have a Murderous Cut? Dismember, okay. Yep. Well, sans a Lightning Bolt, this Nissa's going to get to live a turn, which is nice. We'll get to use the plant to jump block this Pyromancer, most likely. Although I guess if I planned a Gavony Township next turn, I probably would rather let the Nissa go to 1 and keep the plant around so it can have power and toughness, right? I think I'm actually just going to let Nissa take 3 here, since I have the Gavony Township in hand. Because if they had a bolt, they would have bolted my token at end step and then guaranteed killed the Nissa. I'm putting them on not having a piece of removal. Hotel in New York City. I don't want to remember it all. Hold on. I think even if we drew a spell, they were just on the play Gavony and pass plan, so it's really not that big of a deal that we drew another brick. Yeah, Ballista would be great. 10 out of 10. Yes, almost certainly, Mikey. They'd be like this 15 or 16 land monstrosity. Let me tell you about 1/2s. They block 1/1s really well. What are we doing, opponent? What you thinking? Yeah, Nissa's very good. It's great at coming up the board like this, right? I mean, you can't possibly be attacking here, right? So, and this is I don't know what year it is, like fucking Twitch, man. I'm not streaming to Twitch in 1440 anymore because apparently Twitch doesn't support streaming in resolutions above. Twitch doesn't support streaming in resolutions above. So I'm going to double block here because all of these things are going to 2 defense anyways. So I don't want them to just be able to use a piece of removal on the one thing that's blocking it. This is going to trade my Noble Hierarch for the Young Pyromancer, but I think this is fine. So if you stream at a resolution that's above 1080 on Twitch, it doesn't give people watching the option to downscale it to 1080, which is just like such crap. Battle Rage. Okay, this plays around Battle Rage nicely. So we're just going to trade all around here. Worked out well for us. What do you think about that one? Is that one good, chat? I think that one might be okay. We get to go ahead and play this out and gobble up some cards out of the discard pile here. I think I just want to get this out of lightning bolt range ASAP, right? Pass the turn here. Hold up a green so that way they can't snap fatal push it. Scavenging Ooze is hungry. He's a hungry little scoos. I can't quite take enough things out of their discard pile to prevent Angler from doing stuff. Still gonna get to do that. But I have 3 mana creatures in my bin, so like the Scavenging Ooze is gonna be able to get up to a 7/7 potentially, so we definitely get to smash through an Angler. You know, honestly, as long as Karn exists in the format, like, the Tron has to dumpster us, right? Like, there's no way Tron doesn't just, like, mow us into the ground constantly. Hey, what's going on, Zeus? Again, I'm not going to use this 1 mana here because I don't want them to snap fatal push my thing. Ooh, is that a good one, chat? How do you feel about Hardened Scales? I'm gonna spin down my Nissa here, I think. No, I don't think I'm gonna play Tron at the open. I just don't really have... It's just not as exciting to me as playing other things. You know what? I don't think I'm supposed to try and push lethal here. I think I'm actually just supposed to, like, hit them, because I don't want them to, like, snap push my Scavenging Ooze and, like, claw their way back into this. So yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. I'm planning to go to the Open in Indianapolis next month. February. I just don't have any standard events coming up, and people, what's the word I'm searching for? We have a few donation deck lists that we'll get to at some point, but like, just like Modern's more popular still. Like, even when Standard's good, Modern is more popular. So like, you know, I'm gonna play the formats to make the money. No, they were blocking my Scavenging because it doesn't have trample. So I want these pushes and these Path to Exiles. The Dromoka's commands are probably fine. I think boarding out some of the mana creatures is probably okay in this matchup. It's probably not unreasonable. Actually, Dromoka's command is probably a little bit scary. Just because, like, they can push my creature in response to fighting with it. So let's cut one of those. Rest in Peace is probably great, right? That's probably the truth. Alright, yeah, let's do it. And, like, I'm going to a Modern tournament next month. Like, I have nowhere to play Standard at that I have coming up. So, like, I'm more incentivized to practice this. Yeah, I guess Ascendancy's okay. It, like, grinds a little bit. You can see that. Sure, makes sense. Bet that for $1. Is she good? I have a bunch of non-creatures in my deck. Maybe Hardened Scales isn't good enough. That's not individually powerful. Alright, I'll buy this for $1. Rip Scoos combo. I kid you not, I was playing an open one time and I was watching my buddy play his round 2 match, and his opponent curved post board, turn 2 Rest in Peace, turn 3 Kitchen Finks, turn 4 Cast Collected Company, get 2 Knights of the Reliquary. And I was just like, good lord, just master class deck building. I think Dromoka's command's not good enough against a deck that has full of spot removal, because they can, like, kill your creature that you're fighting with in response to you using it. As sad as it is to mulligan against decks full of discard, we just can't keep this hand. It's not good, but it's a keep. Can I live till this turn? Yeah, probably. Hopefully. That divides me somewhere in my mind of the edge and where I walk alone. This is a little awkward. Like, I need to fetch green here with this. I guess I don't need black. Are there 2 Temple Gardens in this deck? Probably 2 Temple Gardens. Nope, only 1 Temple Garden. Alright. Oh, because there's fast lands. I guess that makes sense. 2 Overgrown Tombs. Huh. That's interesting. I guess we don't need double white until 5. Does that make sense? Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. I guess my opponent could potentially Thoughtseize or Inquisition my Spike Feeder here before I have a chance to do anything with it. Hopefully they just like cast a Pyromancer when I get to Walking Ballista. Would be ideal. Yeah, I think if they just like don't mess with our hand at all, we're definitely getting Overgrown Tomb. Because we've got like 4 draw steps to find a white source here. Serum Visions? Thought Scour, sure. Yeah, 1 mana, 5/5. Beat me down. Death Shadow. Going on, JW? Yeah, Fridays. We go late on Fridays. So we're going to finish this league and I think play 1 more after this. No blocks. Opponent, go to 3. Or take 3. Go to Steam. It's the last deck we're going to do today. I think we're going to play some 5-color Shadow. Traverse, Tarmogoyf, Death Shadow. Like an actual good deck. One of them fangled good decks I've heard so much about. We need a 12. Need is a strong verbiage. With the tights underneath, I got the breath of a last cigarette on my teeth, and she's an actress in a trust fund back east. I think blue-white controllers. We actually played a blue-white Miracles deck on stream this morning, and it felt really sweet. What's it called? Terminus is really good, and Entreat the Angels is just like such a nuts finisher. Won't trust me. You gonna fatal push something, or are we just shocking to grow your Death Shadow? Never trust a hoe. Yeah, Entreat shut the door mighty quick. It was very, very good every time we played it. No, it didn't play the Time Walk card. Kill me with Temur Battle Rage, you fair interactive Magic deck. You're definitely not a combo deck attacking with a 10/10 double striking Trampler. That would be unreasonable to suggest. Going on, Iron Guthix. Never trust a hoe. Kill me! We're up a game at least, so we get to Take the next game on the play. So I'm dead, or you have another creature to play out? Why are we slow rolling, opponent? If you had the Temur Battle Rage, I could have conceded like 2 minutes ago instead of like waiting for you to attack for lethal. Could have conceded far time ago. So long ago, opponent. Could have conceded. Why make me click through my Spike Feeder triggers? Let's play it around days. Make sure I couldn't slaughter pact him. You can't slaughter pact Death Shadow. I just want to play the most Magic in the least amount of time possible, Maddie. That's all I want out of life. The most Magic in the least amount of time possible. When my opponent derps around while they have lethal, I don't get to do that. All of the 1 and no landers today. I guess. Gives us a turn 2 play after they Thoughtseize our Thalia. Having a very fair... Look, there is an infinite combo in my deck, Matthew. Like, how messed up is that? My deck literally has an infinite combo in it, and it's more fair than my opponent's deck that people tout as the fairest deck in the format. Oh, modern. Never trust a hoe, and this deck can't beat Shroud's Code on Bionic Broccoli. We only drive fair Jeeps, beep beep. This Thalia on the plate feels pretty good. So my opponent plays a giant Death Shadow here. For reference, I don't think either of these decks should qualify as fair Magic decks. Just Temur Battle Rage with a 13/13, that's a combo kill effectively, okay? It just is. Our deck is technically not a fair deck either. Fair decks are decks like Jeskai and Abzan, and decks that just like are generally attacking you with good, honest creatures that aren't trying to combo kill you. Those are fair Magic decks. My opponent's deck playing a 1-mana 10/10 and then giving it double strike and trample, that's a combo deck. Tell yourself whatever you need to tell yourself to sleep at night. You know, you hate combo decks and you want to play it. BB is a fair Magic card. It gives you a good rate. Jund is a fair Magic deck. I should have gotten a second white source there. That was a mistake. It's a good one to hit. Scavenging Ooze. Start eating some of the things out of their discard pile here. They don't usually play Bolt, so I'm not going to worry about growing this out of Bolt range. I'm just going to eat 2 things out of their bin here, so they can't play a Delve Threat next turn. I guess I don't want them... They could snap Dismember or snap push my Scavenging Ooze. Yes, Infect and Death Shadow are very similar decks. I agree with that assessment. So do I want to play... I probably want to play around a Snapcaster Mage, right? Because even if I eat their entire discard pile here, there's still a chance that I just like play a fetch line and play a Delve Threat anyways. So I think I'd rather... just dead anyway, so it doesn't matter what I'm taking on. Alright, I'll take this Dismember out of their bin, take away their Snapcaster choices. Okay, here's a good definition for affinity. Does it play fast mana? It's probably not very fair. Probably not very fair. Affinity literally gets to play the best fast mana in Modern. Here's the Delve threat. No, Burn's like a 5-card combo deck. Everyone in Modern does 5 damage to themselves. They're so funny. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't. There's just certain people that like to like self-flate themselves by like, I only play fair interactive Magic decks because they're skill intensive, and your combo deck's not skill intensive. But my Grixis Death Shadow deck, it's so fair. I beat you by playing fair, honest Magic that's skill intensive. It's like, no, you played a 1-mana 10/10 and cast Teamer Battle Rage. You beat me and your deck's great, but like, it's not a fair Magic deck. Yeah, what Man 9 said there. It's unfair means combo in Magic. Those things are synonymous with in Magic the Gathering nomenclature. I believe we're just drawing dead here. Womp womp. No, we literally have an infinite combo in our deck. Literally have an infinite combo in our deck. Why don't we have one? Mostly because I hate myself. We're gonna have 1-mana 9/9 for the last league of the day. We're gonna close on a high note. I mean, like, is Storm an interactive deck because it plays 4 copies of Remand? Do we consider Storm interactive? Is that the line we're going to set? Like, if I put a counterspell or a piece of removal in my deck, is it automatically interactive? Is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works. The Esper Goryo's deck is like a strictly worse version of Death Shadow. Instead of paying 1 mana to put a 10/10 into play, you're spending like 3 mana and like jumping through hoops to put this 5/5 into play that's like smaller than the creatures everyone else is playing. And like all the other tools you're playing are very similar to that. All of the combo-based Breach Blue Moon decks that I've played have felt really fucking bad. Like, obnoxiously, unplayably bad. Vial is not fast mana. Noble Hierarch is not fast mana. Fast mana is like Simian Spirit Guide and Mox Opal, Ancient Tomb, things that make extra mana on the first turn of the game for no investment. Chrome Mox is fast mana. All of the 1 and no land hands tonight. Same season. Yeah, we haven't tried Madcap yet. A big part of the reason why the Blue Moon combo decks have felt so bad is because they require 2 cards, and you don't have enough selection in these decks to like not draw multiple copies of these same cards. We have a donation in the queue for the Madcap version, so we're gonna get to that at some point, I promise. Not today, but at some point in the future. It's gonna be a quick league, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to die to Tron? All right, well, we get to play Hardened Scales, and we get to play Walking Ballista for 2 mana with 3 counters. I'm talking about the ones with combos in it, with Kiki combo and the Breach combo. Those are the ones that I am not particularly excited about. It could be Badtron, that's true. MTGO does love the shit out of Badtron. Look how unfair our deck is. We played a 3/3 Ballista for 2 mana. Our deck is impressive and unfair. Non-Greentron is Badtron. Some people put Tron lands in their deck and then don't put 4 Karns in their deck and don't put 4 Oblivion Stones in their deck. I'm just very confused by those people. Feels like good Tron. All right, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. This deck's cute. It's just like this deck's like kind of like a good definition of like things that just like aren't good enough against the decks that are really good in Modern. Like it's doing like these kind of like fair mid-rangey things, and we technically have this infinite combo, but like this infinite combo is like clunky, and we don't have a way to assemble it, and it requires a card that's kind of expensive. It at least doesn't get broken up by removal. Kinda. I guess they can kill the Spike Feeder in response to the Archangel or vice versa. Yeah, this deck's cute. It's not particularly good, it doesn't feel like. Feels really underpowered for the context of the current Modern format. Someone earlier said Sweet Frontier deck, and I think for a slightly lower power level format, this deck would be okay, but I think this Modern as a whole is just too high power level for what this deck is trying to do.